David Craig, in my opinion, is the outstanding Republican in the state of Maryland today. And I have to say that. He has taken on BRAC. And you here in Harford County are all familiar with BRAC. That is the base realignment and closure system. And Aberdeen is growing and growing and growing, Aberdeen Proving Ground. And that is so important for the community of Aberdeen and so important for the county of Harford. Let me tell you, the state of Maryland is not nearly as prepared as Harford County is. But he's also, as I said, done such wonders for the school system. And he's improved public safety. And he has handled a budget very soundly, exceeding $750 million. I'm very pleased and proud to be here today with you for him.
You know, I spoke a few weeks ago. I talked about what our aim is, why I'm running for office again. And really, we're trying to focus on several key issues for Harford County. And one of those is low taxes. Second one is spending your money wisely. I think those two things go together. It's one of the things I've talked about time and time again when it comes to balance in government. You know, we need to balance the money that we take from people and how we spend it and the services that we provide that are in between those two things. So we try to be as efficient with your money as possible. And then, you know, so what are the things we try to be efficient about? You know, Helen mentioned, you know, great school system. We have a great school system here in Harford County, and my job is not to run the school system. It's not to choose the curriculum. My job is the infrastructure part of it. And we have made great strides in the last 4 years. We made a commitment to build 7 schools. We're online on our 6th school right now with help from Dick Slutsky to get the board refocused on the Red Pump Elementary School, but also for the city of Aberdeen, the expansion of the Aberdeen High School. We finished it the way it should have been built in the first place. We never should have been in that situation to put an academy there that was going to overcrowd the school. So, you know, we addressed it, and Dick has some good ideas about how we're going to handle the campus at Aberdeen, and hopefully with some of this redistricting we're going to do in elementary schools, we can use some of his ideas. Second thing we want to focus on when it comes to how we spend that money is safe communities. And we can tell you that there's been a tremendous drop in crime rate. We have a good relationship with the sheriff. And then overarching all that is, you know, how do we keep your taxes low? How do we spend your money efficiently? How do we do all those things? Is economic opportunity. And that comes to that 4-letter word, BRAC. Aberdeen is ground zero. The city of Aberdeen is ground zero for BRAC in Harford County. And that is what is pulling us through this economy, and we are what is pulling the state through this economy. And it is because of how we've addressed the infrastructure needs, how we've worked to make sure we have the schools in place. You know, we have a major housing development. That is great. Those people are going to move. You know, these people are moving down from New Jersey. They are buying. 80% of these people are living in Harford County. Only 40% are buying because 40% are renting, but they want to buy, and they want to live close to Post. You know, for the last 4 years, people have saying, find another way to finance infrastructure. Find another way to pay for these capital projects. So we listened, and we went to the state legislature, and we got the authority to do special taxing districts for the first time. 49 other states do it. Are they smarter than us? 7 other counties in the state of Maryland do it. Are they smarter than us? I don't think so. The biggest issue that will be confronting us in the next 6 weeks is the budget. We are sending over a budget that for probably the very first time in the history of Harford County will meet the constant yield. We will send over a budget that actually has a cut in taxes, small cut, but it's still a cut. We are not going to furlough people. We are not going to lay people off. We've done those types of things. We've done every kind of thing. I think we've actually led the state in what we've done in balancing our budget. We saw this coming prior to anybody else seeing it coming. You know, I was sitting in a meeting with Jim Smith one day, and he was talking about this issue that came up, and he said, "How are you handling that?" I said, "Jim, with all due respect, we handled that 16 months ago." And he goes, "Well, how did you know it was coming?" I said, "Well, we have an excellent team of people we put together with the Director of Administration and our Treasurer. We saw these types of issues coming. I have business roundtables on a regular basis where we sit with business people and find out what is happening in their business." I think We set our parameters very early. I'll be meeting with the council this week, and we'll get through that. And then, of course, July will come, and the filing deadlines will be done, and we'll be campaigning very aggressively in the campaign and in the general election. I appreciate all of your support.